Well, a very good morning and welcome to the coverage here for this Men's Open fixture for the Country Championships 2022 for New South Wales touch football. This should be a cracking fixture between the Doyalson Dragons with first use of the ball and the Wollongong Devils. Doyalson already on the attack nice and early. That ball has floated forward. It wasn't forward out of the hands. That means all is good and well. And Doyalson, off their first raid on the opposition line, come away with a try here. 1-0. So that'll be music to the ears of the Doyalson side, especially Coach Carly Banks, so we don't have her pleasure in the commentary booth, but she's not too far away from us whatsoever, enjoying what she's seen from that first set. And a chance for Wollongong now to hit right back. Comes out here for Fittler. Certainly a famous name when it comes to any kind of football. Ritter drops it off. Once more, fine across from Hutchison. Good touch coming in there from Langbridge. Back to the 7-metre mark they go. Hutchison from left to right. Ooh, a couple of players losing their footing on both sides of the field. And the touch coming in, a nice 1-2 to close things down on the wing. So about 2 minutes gone into this one. This match did start a little bit later. Players were still milling about on the sidelines. But Doyalson off to an early advantage here. Heading up over halfway now. Thompson is out there. He's the key man in the number 12. Linking up there with Lincoln Little. Nobody there in acting half. And an infringement in the play of the ball. So change over to come here. The Devils on the attack now. 10 shy of the halfway line. Touch comes in from Little. And now up and over that mark. Johnson in there jamming in from the link position. Last play now for the Devils. All ball out in front. Just couldn't reel it in time. So change over to come. A little bit frantic in the opening stages here. Boys from the Gong. Of course, Doyalson, one of the strongest contingents of touch football across pretty much all of New South Wales. Always up there at the top end, no matter what the tournament might be, whether it be country championships or the state cup. Good touch coming in there from the Devils, sliding across in defence as Johnson makes way for Jared Rodimer, New South Wales captain, back into the action. And the 23 for the Doyalson side. Jamming out of the line and putting on all sorts of pressure. Good piece of defence there from Rodimer. Up over halfway. Quick play the ball here. Deegan finds the support of Fiend. Deegan once more. Great left foot step. Deegan trying to open them up. Pops the ball. This is a massive floating cutout pass. However, it has gone well forward. A changeover set to come here. And they'll go back to the mark to take it. The score still remains Doyalson 1-0 over the Wollongong Devils. About 4 minutes gone in this fixture. Men's Open division. Fast pace. So Langbridge hops into acting half. Quick little ball was popped. Once more, Daniel Langbridge operating through that central passage. Strong work out of acting half from Langbridge. The cutout ball, beautiful width about the play as well. Hug the sideline, and they go in for their second try, but put it down to Daniel Langbridge. 2 or 3 plays straight, hopping in out of acting half and causing the defensive line to retreat. A beautiful floating pass to close things off as well. So 2 tries to nil. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here on Bar TV and also New South Wales Touch Football via the Facebook page. Let us know where you are watching. Beautiful day across most of New South Wales, so potentially you might even be doing so from the beach. So the big dummy comes in, then a floated cutout pass about 20 or 30 metres. It was absolutely rifled there from Hutchison, who's with it now once more. Off the right foot, drops it off. Hutchison again. Long ball coming. They were waiting for it though, and the touch is there nice and quickly, so the changeover comes. Langbridge offers it away. Now Johnson, short ball. Once more Langbridge working hard through the middle. Up over halfway, the transition is beautiful as well from Doyalson. The flow continues. Little's out there now. He's with ball in hand. Last play, they've gone pretty much the length of the field. Little holds it for an eternity, finds the run of Johnson. Oh, it's a wonderful set here from the Doyalson Dragons. They just kept the momentum building and building, and they get full reward from it. 3-0. It's looking ominous here at Tuggerah. So the Devils with plenty of work to do. They touch off from halfway once more. Out of acting half comes Holtham. Drops it off quickly. Now for Lambert. Lambert once more. Hopping in at acting half. They spiel it off here. But the ball comes spewing out of the hands with the pressure. Jamming in from the Doyalson defence. Rodimer shifts it on. And now Hawkins. Nice roll ball. Little. Quick play the ball himself. The flow is just incredible here from the Doyalson Dragons. Heavy touch, but not forceful contact as Thompson puts the foot down and sets it up beautifully. It's an absolute clinical piece of play there from both Thompson and then Will Eagleton in support. The Hunter West Hornets connection in full effect. 4 tries to nil. And just about keeping pace with the clock here. A relentless assault from the local side. Very flat pass as well there from the Devils. Of course, if you're just joining us and you're wondering why the two sides have changed directions, maybe not particularly new or not particularly across the rules of touch footy for this particular tournament. 30-minute matches, no halves, but each time a try is scored, both sides change direction. Also allows them to get some fresh players on, ball over the top. The touch came in time. They will get another set to play with here, though. The Wollongong Devils. They touch it on that 7-metre mark. Bamford drops it off. Big dummy comes out there from Fiend. Back to Fiend now to Bamford. It's good aggressive defence, though, from Doyalson stepping up off the line. A little slippage there, and he's having a look at the mud on the ground. But ultimately, the result is the same. Brody Fiend has split them. 4 tries to 1. The Devils are on the board. That'll give them just a little bit of confidence. So Doyalson restart things here. Langbridge receives it back out of acting half. The touch comes in. Thompson at pace. Provides a lovely cutout pass. Beautifully read, though, from Corey Bamford in defence. In fact, not Bamford. We don't have the 22 on our team sheet. We'll try and fix that as the match unfolds. Last play now, though, for Doyalson. Popping the ball over to Johnson. The quick tip on. Lovely play once more. The Doyalson Dragons. Well, they are breathing fire here. Johnson has spent a lot of time dominating in that link position on day 1, and he's picked up where he left off in day 2. Typically, we're used to seeing him with the slide dive from a good 7 metres out, but today it's been the more technical components of the game. Little tip-ons and great lines that he's running. So the Devils with ball in hand once more. 5 tries to 1. They're in a bit of a predicament here. As Deegan asks for support on that outside channel and then pops it back here to Ritter. Now Lambert cutting out Ritter. Quick play, the ball comes. Short side raid once more. Langbridge watchful in defence. Good touch just before the line. Last play now for the Devils. Long ball comes, not finding it anywhere near the hands of Cohen Deegan. And Rodimer was waiting nonetheless. The touch comes in here from Lambert. Easy meters on offer once more here for Doyalson. It's like a perpetual motion machine here. Little drops it off. Little again running it offside defenders. Popping a ball to Johnson. Johnson, quick hands. It's absolute clockwork. It's beautiful. The Doyalson Dragons are in again. 6 tries to 1. Well, they're in cruise control, confidence oozing out of the Doyalson side to begin this one. You know, there's plenty of confidence when Coach Carly Banks starts doing a few stretches on the sideline herself. She might pop onto the field herself at this rate with how well they're travelling so far. Close to the line here, the Devils. Fiend is caught. He's already gone over once. Played back here to Maslin. Fiend. Maslin at acting half. Oh, shooting up out of the line. Beautiful defence there from Jesse Jenkins. Timed his run to perfection. And oodles of pressure, meaning that Wollongong could go absolutely nowhere. Thompson, short ball. Here's Little. Back onto the pitch now is Eagleton. Once more the transition is smooth. However, a good touch there from Fiend, just slowing things down a little bit. Eagleton out of acting half. Thompson tries to find support back on the inside. Fiend played at it. Another set to come here for the Doyalson side. Thompson wrapping around. Cutout ball comes. Play on is the call. It'll beat everybody on the Doyalson side and go into touch. So the Devils survive on that occasion. 12 minutes gone. 6 tries to 1. They've stopped the bleeding momentarily here, Wollongong. Good meters picked up as well. Strike dump comes, but no one there to take full advantage of it. Can just see the difference in the transition between the two sides. It's very smooth for Doyalson. Still a bit clunky, though, for Wollongong. They drop it down. Last play now. Comes to the hands of Hutchison. Hutchison can't go anywhere. Eagleton up in the face. And it's aggressive defending from Doyalson. Rodimer drives forward 10 metres shy of the halfway line. Langbridge back out there. He hops into acting half now. Straightening up once more. Langbridge, such a tireless middle. Always putting in the work. They're still live on this particular play. Wilton back to Langbridge, who dummies to Wilton. Now drops it off. Strike dump inside the 7 metre mark. Oh, the long dive as well from Wilton, who got underneath them. Somebody pull out the limbo stick. That's brilliant stuff from Mitch Wilton. It's the 7th try for the Doyalson Dragons. They are running hot at Tuggerah. Touched back off here again from the Devils. 13.5 gone. 7 tries to 1. Doyalson are looking probably the best I've seen them in some time. This is elite play from every single squad member. Wrapping around now is Bamford. Bamford back towards the open side. Last play now. Bamford out of acting half. No advantage there. So another set to come for Wollongong. That'll be music to their ears. Fresh players arriving onto the field now for them. Bamford back to the middle here with Ritter. Ritter slows it down, but Doyalson happy to push up off the line. Put the pressure on in defence. Hutchison. Hutchison flings it back here to Ritter. Touch comes in from Wilton. Hutchison, losing his footing and losing control of the ball, but they'll say the touch happened before that. Lucky to get away with that one there is Cody Hutchison. Fittler. Hutchison. Long ball. They'll try for the tip on. It's all gone forward though. Referee's on the spot. Good call. Change over to come. The winger was adamant he'd scored a try. He was ready to head back to halfway. Little wry smile on the face as well. Called back there as Langbridge promotes the footy. And upfield they go. Johnson. 10 shy of halfway. Trying to go for the strike dump. Just a little bit too close following up on that play though for Bailey Hodges. Couldn't collect it cleanly. So now they come forward with Luke Maslin. Here is Maslin again. Off to Fiend. Fiend drops it off. Wrapping around is Deegan. Deegan with the long ball. A beautiful pass. It might have travelled forward though. Yes, it has. Denied again here. That's a couple of times for the Wollongong Devils. They've been pulled back at the death. Johnson Comes forward, Deegan putting on the pressure. They still manage to find a pass though. Little driving upfield. Eagleton's out there. He hops into acting half. Quick interchange of passing between himself and a couple of Doyalson Dragons. Last play now. Rodimer, short side raid. Nobody falling for it on the Devils side of the field though. They take the intercept. That is the changeover. Deegan comes forward. Fiend now in at acting half. A better subset here from the Devils. They get fresh players onto the field by play number 3 and they keep driving forward. Nice momentum about the set. Last play now though. What can they conjure up? Not much on this occasion. They had an option out wide, decided to turn it back toward the middle. And Doyalson were waiting in numbers. So 13 and a half to go in this one. 7 tries to 1. They've taken some time to warm into this contest here, the Devils, but they're now going tit for tat as Thompson promotes the ball. Langbridge, a beautiful floating cutout pass right to left and right on the money. 8 tries to 1, the Doyalson Dragons. Just when you thought maybe the Devils had stopped things, they launch another raid and they come away with a reward once more. So plenty of work to do here for the Devils. At the very least, they need to stop the scoreline from continuing to blow out. They've left that one behind. So Langbridge straightens, big dummy, picks up an extra 5 or so. Johnson out of acting half and working hard once more. Langbridge, geez, he's been brilliant so far in this match. Lincoln Little straightening things up through the guts. A very flat pass, at best for that matter. Play on is the call. Not a great ball though from Little. So they'll survive on this occasion here, the Dubbo Devils. Room to move now for Dylan Holtam. Fittler drops it off. All great pressure coming up out of the line. Shot from a cannon was Sam Clune. Two-hand touch comes in there on Fiend. And up over halfway now come the Devils. Last play though, Deegan trying to make something out of nothing. They promote the ball nice and quick. Clune was waiting in the line even if it did reach the intended target. Through the hands now, Hawkins, Eagleton. More momentum about this set here from Doyalson. It just seems relentless at this point. Thompson with the short pass, feigned to go long. They'll get another set to play with here, Doyalson. Nothing going the way of the Wollongong Devils in this particular match. Thompson slowing things down. Fiend steps up to meet him. Eventually they make the touch. Thompson turns it back towards the open side. Slow release. Eagleton. Thompson wraps around. Quick hands on offer. Beautiful ball over the top once more. Dafter is collecting them by the handful. He goes in again. 9 tries to 1. It's a thorough thrashing here at the Central Coast Regional Sporting Complex and Recreation Centre. So the next goal for the Devils is surely to try and stave off the double digits. I don't think they'll be able to do so though. Plenty of time still remaining in this one. As we come inside the final 10 minutes, of course, 30-minute matches here for the Country Championships in 2022. Short ball supplied. Lambert drops it off. Wrap-around play here from Bamford. Bamford, quick release. Oh, just couldn't be reeled in by Ritter. The defenders were on the spot as Rodimer plays it. And once more, Doyalson can launch a raid from their own end. Was that played at? Yes, it was. It's another touch coming in there from the Devils, so the set restarts. Rodimer drives forward, running against the offside attempt there of Fiend, who eventually got back on side. More pressure on the defensive line now. Wilton drives deep into them. Langbridge, the cutout ball once more. They try to pop it back on the inside for Rodimer. Hot potato stuff. They keep it alive. Still on here for Langbridge, who retreats a little bit. Pulls up on the run. Couple of dummies. And now sets it nicely here for Clune. Clune just can't find a way through. Good defence ultimately from the Devils. Some nice scramble in the last two plays. Just under 9 minutes remaining. They come out here to Ritter. Good meters on offer for that play. The big dummy comes in. Thompson shot out of the line, but he was beaten by a nice little piece of deception from the Devils. Good pace about this play. Holtham as it's dropped off now. Hutchison in at acting half inside the 7. Hutchison fires long but straight into the waiting hands of Doyalson. However, Hodges can't reel it in. Another set to come here for the Devils. Hutchinson. Langbridge making the touch. Here he is again though. Hutchinson. Stepped off both feet. Went for the slide dive. Caught before placing the ball on the deck though. So back to the 7 metre mark, and Hutchison now calling for support. Reinforcements arrive. Hutchison feigns to go to the open side. Set nicely here with numbers on his right hip. Fittler. Low ball there to Hutchison. Did well to take it, but Thompson was standing directly in his path. And just so hard to breach this Doyalson defensive line. Such a well-drilled unit. From the excellent coaching of none other than Carly Banks. Of course, also doubling up as the Australian 18 boys coach. Last play here for Thompson, who goes out the back to Johnson. Johnson, quick hands. Oh, it's beautiful once more. Jesse Jenkins goes in and he makes it. Double digits, 10 tries to 1 over the Wollongong Devils. Dragons are flying high at Tuggerah. Just seeing a few of your comments coming through as well. Alison Party, you're doing it exactly right. Watching this one from the beach. Great to have your company here on New South Wales Touch Football and also Bar TV. And Diane Rodimer, of course, a relative of Jared's. Also watching in support, Doyalson. We're doing it very easily at the moment. However, they have turned it over on that occasion. It's a changeover to come here. The Devils with good field position and a chance to put on their second try of the match, as Clune is sent back into the action to defend in that link position. Joins the action now. Immediately they go for where Clune was joining the fray, and they nearly worked a little overlap there. A smart play from the Devils. Just the execution lacking a tad. Dafter. Heads up field. Unencumbered for about 5 or so metres before finally finding a defender. Dropped off there from Jenkins. Langbridge now. Of course, brother Alex, a notable absentee from this particular match. No time on the field and also not in the bench. Here is brother Daniel, taking the touch and then marching forward. Langbridge. Back here to Wilson. Now Thompson. So many gun players in the one side. Oh, quick roll ball here from Langbridge, and Thompson picked it up, rifled it across field. You don't see it a great deal. They played the ball inside the 7 metre mark, but when it's on, it is most certainly on. Langbridge caught them a little bit by surprise there by playing it as he did. Thompson, however, was aware to it. He took full advantage. So 11 tries to 1 now. problem here as well for a Doyalson defender. I think it might be Wilton. Yeah, it is. A little bit gingerly back to his feet. Just holding the right ankle. That was definitely in jest, though. He's okay. Makes the touch on this occasion. Lambert, an option through the middle. That's where they come now. Touch made by Thompson. Lambert once more. Good defence there from Wilton. Came in to test out that right ankle. Ritter plays it. Now it comes across here. Bit of room to move. Johnson makes the touch. Last play now. Oh, it's left behind once more, though, for Lambert, who, instead of putting the ball over the line, he put his own hat. So 11-1, the score remains. It's a scary performance from the Doyalson Dragons. They are warming nicely into this tournament as we approach finals footy, which will be occurring a little later this afternoon. Quick play the ball there as Little hops into acting half. Oh, they've run all the way into the referee here, who's seen an indiscretion in the play the ball. That's why he was coming to the fore. Johnson departs. The changeover happens here for the Devils. Up towards halfway. Easy meters on offer there. However, they can't capitalise. It's a basic error. A real coach killer. Fumbling the ball from acting half. Can ill afford to provide a team like the Doyalson Dragons with so much possession, in good field position too, for that matter. Rodimer heads back to the middle. Now Little drops it off. Little at the 7-metre mark. Decides better against doing a Daniel Langbridge style play and retreats just a little bit. Rodimer drops it off. Here is again Jared Rodimer, quick hands. Oh, they hold it in two hands here as well from Wilton. In fact, Clune it is who splits them. And Sam Clune makes it a dirty dozen. 12 tries to 1. Put it down to the pass there from Rodimer. So quick in the release. Gave plenty of options there for Clune in the link position. It's a masterclass of a performance from the Doyalson Dragons as the Devils go back on the attack here. Through Fiend. Deegan in at acting half. Deegan running at pace. Good ball over the top. Jenkins was watching nicely. Thompson also there in support. Ritter nowhere to go. Succumbs to the challenge. Deegan to Ritter once more. Playing it right on that 7-metre mark with the strike dump. Good early ball, but Jenkins so quick off the mark. Looked like there might have been an opportunity, but he shut it down in a split second. Touch comes in from Fiend. 10 shy of the halfway line. And an incorrect roll ball in the process. So just a few little sneaky errors creeping in. It's been a great performance, almost flawless outside of those errors. So overall, Cully Banks and the Doyalson side would still be pretty happy with what they've produced today. They'd like to get those out of their system as they approach the finals. Lambert drops it off. They'll slow things down towards the middle here. As Langbridge steps up to try and make the touch. Cut out pass arrives for Bamford, who gets the strike dump. Bamford off the right foot. Can't open them up. Defence once more is resolute. Johnson made the last touch. And here is the last play. Losing his footing is Bamford. And when nothing's going your way, certainly nothing is going your way. Not much time remaining in this one. Siren about to sound. There it is. Play on is the call. Little promotes the footy. Rodimer bats it over the top of the head. But that'll do us here on the main field. 12 tries to 1. A comprehensive performance from the Doyalson Dragons. They ran riot over the Wollongong Devils. And they've sent a real warning to the rest of the competition as we approach the finals. They are not to be messed with. Now, following this match, we do move from the men's open division all the way into the mixed senior. So this should be a very interesting match. Shannon Miller has been very good for the Beresfield Bandits, but more action coming your way in just a moment right here on Bar TV, and also New South Wales.